Turning now to the Idaho college student stabbings. Brian Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students at their off-campus home last November, back in court today. Alex Capriello with News Nation joining us from the Latah County Courthouse in Moscow, Idaho. He was actually in the courtroom for the first of 2 hearings this afternoon. Alex, we appreciate your time. Let's get right into it. First off, what are today's proceedings all about?
Yeah, today it's all about the gag order that's currently in place surrounding this Brian Kohberger trial, right? The gag order really prohibits anyone that's actually involved in the case from speaking about it. When you're thinking about the law enforcement officials, the detectives, the attorneys, even the families of the victims, right now there's a strict order in place that no one can really say much about anything. They can't even disseminate that information or sort of the discovery process that's happening as both the prosecution and the defense build their case. And so right now we are hearing from a media coalition that is objecting to the severity of this gag order. They believe that they should have the right to educate the public about what's happening with this trial. And then earlier we heard from Mr. Shannon Gray, that's the attorney that represents the Kaylee Gonsalves family. He believes that his clients are being stifled. They can't talk about their daughter. He can't go on TV talking about the legal process as well. And in the meantime, they're not getting a consistent flow of information about the case that the prosecution is building, and for that matter, the defense as well. So right now it's all about this gag order and seeing if there's any sort of leeway here, whether or not it is lifted entirely, or perhaps the judge can make some limitations or make some specifications, I should say, that maybe provide some more leniency with that gag order and what people can say about it.
Got it. So we have some conflicting issues potentially here within the courtroom. Both the prosecution and defense, however, want to keep that gag order in place. So can you give us an idea of how the gag order might be damaging to Kohberger's case?
Yeah, it's interesting because this is a rare moment where we see both the defense and the prosecution on the same side, right? They believe that this gag order should stay in place because it ensures a fair trial for Brian Kohberger. For the defense, obviously, they want their client to have the best chance possible to seek innocence. From the prosecution standpoint, they want this gag order in place because they don't want any sort of mistrial to happen in the future or perhaps an overturning of the ultimate conviction. Now, it is interesting because when a gag order is in place and people can't speak about it, what happens, right? We're seeing it right now online, on TikTok, on Twitter, people trying to fill in the gaps on their own and sort of make sense of the little information that they have. And a lot of times that leads to misinformation, disinformation, and just negative facts coming out that people all of a sudden believe to be the truth. And so that is perhaps the argument of at least lifting a portion of this gag order, allowing more information to come out so people have more to work with. They can understand this case and they're not actually spreading false information.
Okay, so Kohberger was actually sitting in on today's proceedings. Give us a sense of how he seemed to you, and did he speak at all during the process?
Yeah, he did not speak at all today, but he has been sitting there beside his defense team. This was one of the first times we've actually seen Mr. Kohberger wearing a full suit and tie. He wasn't wearing the red jumpsuit that we have seen in previous proceedings, but he looked clean-shaven. He looked like he had a fresh haircut. He was sitting very seriously throughout the entire proceedings, paying attention, not always necessarily looking up and listening to the speaker talk, but definitely looking straight ahead. It seemed to me as if he was internalizing everything that was being said, but he, however, did not speak today.
All right, a captivating case, Alex. Thanks so much for joining us and for your perspective on what happened today. We really appreciate it.